Ta-da! Woohoo! Okay, we are live. We are having a little bit of technical difficulty there, but we're on. Hallelujah! Woo! I want to welcome you tonight. Happy Friday and happy day 6. We're on day 6 of the 21-day reset. Oh, and it's been such a powerful week. It has been such a great week. Welcome everybody. Let me know that you're here. We're waiting for everybody to get on the chat. Let's say, I've got the power. I've got the power. I got the power. I'm going to put it in the chat here. Let me know that you're here. Let me know that you're here because we want to go together. We're growing together. We're going together. We're living this out together on a Friday night, day 6, the 21-day CEO reset. And I'm so grateful that you're here tonight. If this is your first time joining and it's day 6, it's okay. I want to let you know that you are exactly right on time, and I'm so glad that you made it. It's been a good week, but there are videos that you can follow up on and catch up for our next week. We have been going over the foundation of personal development, getting our clarity. We have been going over our values and understanding that the values are our compass. They are driving our decisions. They are like the foundation to why we choose to do what we do, how we react, how we respond. And we learned about how we can be unaligned with our values. And when we're unaligned with our values, that's what causes the agitation, the frustration, the uncertainty, the anxiousness. So when you're like in a season where you just are feeling anxious, you're feeling uncertain, you're feeling, off, look at the top values that you have chosen, that these are really important, that I live by 3. There's many values, but your top 3 are like the core of who you are. And so the basis of why you make the decisions that you're making. And so it's so important. Go back to those videos to get this clarity. We went through that, talking about how to drive our life, how to align ourselves with our values. Then we talked about beliefs, right? Our beliefs really determine our behaviors, and that determines our outcome. And so we got, clear on what some of the beliefs that we have that we need to drop, that we need to get rid of in order to live out our values. And we've had some really powerful evenings where we've been able to really pay attention to our emotions and shift our states, really get clarity and look from a different perspective to step in to what it is that we really, really want. Tonight, we're going to go deeper. And I really want you to feel the weight of this. And I know that I say every single night, we're going to go deeper, but that's what we're doing. We're going deeper every single night. And because this is day 6 and it happens to be on a Friday, I'm going to keep this really short. For those that are watching the recording, it'll be on a different date. And even the paid program, it's on a date, but it's still going to stay shorter. And it gives you the opportunity to go back and rewatch the videos to get ready for our next week, as we move out of clarity and we move into activation. Because really, the 21-day reset is about actions, taking actions. If we want transformation in our life, it takes massive action. So we're going to be taking massive action. If you haven't already, I want to encourage you to download, go to my Stand Store. It'll be in the link. Click the link, go to the 21-day CEO reset and print off these worksheets for 21 days. I want you every day making a commitment for yourself, because making a commitment every single day, this is where you're going to get the massive action, which it gives you gives you the transformation. Transformation, in order to have it, takes massive action. Oh, okay, so we always want to start with our breath. So sitting up, closing our eyes, hands on our chest. Just want to wait for the moment for the word here. Okay, so the word here when we're going to blow out, gotta say, I have no fear holding me down. We're going to take a deep breath and blow out, no fear holding me down. Okay, we're going to take a deep breath in and breathe out powerfully. No fear holding me down. Oh, yeah, that's good. We're going to do more of that, but let's get this in. Tonight's title is the calling that you avoid. Last night we talked about our why of what we feel, we're called to do. Like if we could do something, we could do anything, what would it be like? And some said, or what your purpose is. That's what we were talking about, the purpose. What your purpose is. One said it's hope. Another one says to lift burdens off of people. Another one was to give to show compassion, to rid loneliness. Such beautiful, beautiful purposes. Mine is to see people reconcile, to deal with unforgiveness, to learn forgiveness, to heal and to reconcile themselves and reconcile to others. That's how we live freely. That's how we live powerfully. That's how we live fulfilled. And that is my purpose in order to help people do that. Come alongside and mentor them in that way. And so tonight, why are you avoiding your calling? They're the very thing. So what stops you? And I put this out yesterday. We see the big picture, or maybe we have trouble seeing the big picture. But if we just took one step, one small step, and we saw our purpose in everything that we did, what would that look like? What would that look like? You say, I bring hope to people. Okay, so how are you activating it every day in your life with people that you're around or on the street or whatever you're doing? How are you bringing hope? How are you lifting burdens in your service, in your career, in your relationships, with your family? With your business, how are you lifting the burden? What value are you bringing in order to lift those burdens? These are the questions that you want to live intentionally. These are the things that you want to put on the sheet, that you're taking these steps in. Hey, good evening. Welcome on. This is where the power happens, because you're living intentionally. But the power only comes, the momentum only comes when you lean into the discomfort. And as I was getting ready for tonight, I really felt to say, when we were talking about our purpose last night and what is your purpose, I felt like there was people still feeling small. These were nice things, but really, 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 what is the very thing that is holding you back from stepping into the purpose? And I think because we believe too small. We don't see big enough picture. Why? Because we don't like uncertainty. We don't like discomfort. We don't like we don't like looking at a big picture and it being, holding responsible that we need to step into it. But I want to tell you this, is that fear is the gatekeeper standing between you and your next level. The difference between you and going into your next level is like this thin, right there. Oh yeah. Zoom in on me like that, camera. Oh boy, it does it like that, and I don't know how to get it back out again, so I'll have to figure it out. But that is really the distance of you stepping out into full purpose. And fear really is not a real thing. It's an emotion, and it will keep you there if you allow it. But it's really the space between here and here. Fear is really the space between here and here, and it is the gatekeeper standing between you and really going after what it is that you want. Hello, good evening. And I don't want anything. Oh yeah, I don't want anything standing in your way of really you going after. I love it when I say, I see the potential in you. And John Maxwell says this, God's gift to you is the potential, and your gift back to God is you fulfilling that potential. And yet we don't fulfill that potential because of this discomfort, because of this fear. Hey, hello, welcome. because of this fear, we don't step out. But we are stepping out in this 21-day reset, and we've been stepping out and doing some uncomfortable things. And we're going to continue to do some uncomfortable things as we get into taking massive action through our values, through our why, and through our purpose. But we have to deal with this. It's not that you can't succeed. So come on, guys, I want you to think a little bit bigger. I really, really felt tonight that I wanted to really impress on you. I really wanted to call you forward on this. To step into the unknown. I want you to really think bigger. If fear was not a factor, what would you do? As talking about your values and talking about your purpose, lifting your burdens, being hope to people, showing compassion. Okay. So what does that look like? If you could do anything in your life, knowing that you could not fail, what would it look like? Hold that thought, but I really want you to think about that as I share this story with you about a guy that I coached a couple of years ago, because this is a powerful and true and very relatable story. He was terrified to leave his full-time job. He had a really great full-time tech position, and it was very comfortable, but it wasn't satisfying. It was boring to him. His true love is real estate, and he had one foot in the tech world, that comfortable job, but his heart and the other foot was in real estate. And he was already having some success in real estate, but he knew that in order to have the success that he wanted, he needed to step fully into it. Some of you might be in real estate full-time, but you're not fully into it because there's a part of you of resistance. And so I said, what is holding you back? If that's what you want to do, if real estate is really what you want to do, you already have a cushy job, you're making good money, but your heart and your desire is longing for this, and you've already dabbled in it to know that you already get some success. So if you jump in full-time, you're going to have a lot more success. So what's holding you back? We were out for lunch, and we were sitting across from each other, and just eating my food as I challenged that. And Gorlick, you know what that's like when I'm challenging you and calling you forward, right? Like I'm calling you out. That's the kind of mentorship that I do, is I call you out because I want breakthrough. So I'm going to call out your stuff. I'm going to say, I see this in you, and what are you doing about it? Right, Val? Yes. I'm going to call you out. I'm not worried about your feelings because I really actually care more about your dreams being fulfilled than your feelings. I mean, I love your feelings. I love your emotions, but our emotions hold us back. Our fear holds us back. So I got no time for that. If you share with me what you'd like to do, then I want to hold you to it because I want you to fulfill God's purpose in your life. I want to see that potential being fulfilled and rewarded. I want the fruits to be rewarded in what it is that you really, really want. So he says to me, well, what if I lose everything? And I asked him, okay, Joe, let's just say his name's not Joe, but let's just say Joe. What if you lose everything? Really, what if fear wasn't there? What if you gained? What if you gained more than the thought of your loss? What if that? What would you do? And he paused. He thought about it. He took a bite of his food, and he sat there for a minute. What? And I said it to him again. I said, Joe, what if fear wasn't there? What would you do? He said, I'd finally live on my own terms. He'd finally live on his own terms. Wow. Because when you have one foot in one place, but your heart and your foot is in another place, you're not living on your own terms. Can you type in the chat, my own terms? My own terms. I choose my own terms. Own terms. Put it in the chat. Let's go. Let's go. I want to live by my own terms, because you're not living by your own terms by having one foot on one side and your heart and your foot in another. Are you listening? Is anyone listening out there? Whoa. Yes, listen to me. It's so important. Wow. That really, yeah, exactly, your terms. That changed his life. And he stepped in. He stepped in with both feet, jumped into real estate, and today he's a top producer in our company. And when we get on stage, he's a luxury agent with me, and I just feel so honored to be a part of his walk, because he's like, Grace Simon, like really, through mentorship, like really ushered me forward and helped me to make the decision to go in. And he's all in, and he is like rocking it. Amazing. And so I'm so proud of him, because it wasn't anything me. I just asked him a question and ushered him forward. And I'm ushering you forward tonight. I want to see you live out your life fully alive on your terms, on your terms, on your terms, not anyone else's terms. He just committed to one fearless action. He had already committed to it. Do you know what that fearless action was? That fearless action was actually inviting me to lunch and having the conversation. That's really where it started, being open to the conversation, just like you are tonight. You are here because you're open to the conversation. You want growth. You want shift. You want change. You're like, I've had it. Who's had it? Say, I've had it. Enough. Enough. You're here because you want growth. You want more for your life. You know that you want more. You know you're meant for more. You know that you're able to do this. You're not, it's not like you can't succeed. It's not like you can't do this. You can do this. It's yours. I've had it. Exactly. Yes. That's where it's got to be. You have to get like tired of it. I'm tired of it. Enough. Enough is enough is enough. And I can feel it. I can feel your frustration. And I love that. I want you to sit up right now. Let's just take in this moment, take a deep breath. Let's just take a deep breath, because that's where, allows space to think. I want you to open up your chest, stick out your chest, and put your shoulders back. Take a deep breath. And I want you to think, if fear wasn't here, I would. Just take a minute and ask yourself that question. If fear wasn't here, I would. I want you to feel the power in that statement. I have to say that I felt you in that moment. You were just having like it was a scared moment. You're scared to even say it. This is your life. Like, this is the precious life that you've been given, and yet you're afraid to say, if fear wasn't there, I would. Don't be afraid. Fear not. Just feel the power of that statement. Where are you? What's happening? If fear wasn't there and you stepped out, by you allowing that statement to bring you power, allow yourself to feel that moment, there's movement. because movement fuels emotion. So by even allowing to step in that place, allowing yourself to feel it, to see it, to hear it, and to say it, there's motion. There's motion. There's a quote that John says repeatedly over and over again. He says, "You will never change your life until you change something you do daily." You will never change your life unless you do something different daily. Tonight, change your story about fear. Change your physiology. Change your focus. Allow that power to come. Allow yourself to reset and to think about the future. Don't let fear have any space. Don't let fear speak to it. It's not existent. Transformation doesn't happen in isolation. And that's why you're here tonight, because you're out, you're chatting, you're activating, you're doing what you need to do. And it's the same thing with me, is that I'm inviting a small group of women to beta test alignment packages. Wow, I have a Glow with Grace line that I am introducing to the world. And is it scary for me? Oh, yes, it is, because my name is on it. But I get people saying, "You don't look your age. You always have a glow about you." Everywhere I go, people are like, "You just have this glow about you. Just have this presence. You don't look old enough to be a grandmother." And it's a combination of a few things. One being, the spiritual life that I live, my relationship with God, my relationship with the Lord, and the time that I spend in reading and prayer, and my daily activity, my regiment that I do, that I take very seriously. It's not religion. It's not religious. It's just, I know that when I live that life, that I'm a better Grace, that I see more, I hear more, I activate more. And then, of course, I made a decision to start taking care of the outside. And when those two came together, when those parts came together, this glow and this radiance happened. And it's so powerful. It's powerful when people start to notice, then they take notice. So I have these beautiful things that I use on a daily basis that are a part of my life that I want to share. And it's like an artist that's on a canvas, painting on a canvas, or they create something. Artists are always like a little bit worried about sharing it to the world, because what if people reject it or don't like it, or they criticize it? They don't want to give it out. It's the same thing with me. It's my life. It's the beauty of my life. It's like the part where I've really been able to grow and come alive and be, and I'm sharing it with just a few women. And I'm sharing that with you because I want to encourage you to take action. Step out in the simple but powerful moments. The little step of actions is writing it down on the paper. If there was no fear, if fear was not there, and I knew that I couldn't fail, what would I do? So your action step is simple but powerful. One small, fearless action tomorrow, no matter how small, but I want you to know this: it's a vote for the life you're ready to claim. Wow! Woo! It's a vote. I vote for me. I vote for me. I vote for you. I vote for you. I vote for me. I vote for me. I vote for you. I vote for you. Come on, let's go. Let's go. I am voting for you. I'm voting for you living out your full purpose, your full readiness, your full actions. But I can't get you to take your first action. Your first action is writing on the paper what you're going to do tomorrow to do that. Me and you. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Yes, yes, yes. Let's do it. Let's do it together, everybody. Come on. I love you so much. Happy evening. Happy day 6 evening. Own this moment. Own your calling. Fear is just a feeling. It's not real. It doesn't get to decide your future. Type honest if you're with me. Fear does not get to decide your future. Don't let it. Put it down. Just be honest. Most people don't fail because they can't. They fail because it scares the crap out of them. Your question is, if fear wasn't here, I would. If fear wasn't here, I would. Okay, be blessed, be happy, be magnificent. Woo! Good night, everyone. God bless you. God keep you and cause his face shine upon you, keeping you in perfect peace. Have a wonderful, beautiful night. God bless you. See you tomorrow night on day 7. Let's go. Good night.